Morning, Mr. Fikens.
Good morning, Mr. Reed.
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
I certainly can. I can see you.
Good deal. We're off to a good start.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Good morning.
Parker.
Good morning, Mr. Parker.
Mr. Fikens, Mr. Reed, how you both?
Pretty good.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Getting better by the day.
Good. All right. Hey, Mr. Aldridge, we see you over there hiding out.
Like you're outside.
What's that?
Like you're outside.
Oh, no, I'm in a basement.
Oh, okay. Different scenery.
Yeah, I was bad last night, so I got put in the basement.
Oh. Okay. I will leave that one alone. Good morning, Mr. Aldridge. How are you?
Good morning, Mr. Parker.
How are you this
Pleasure
morning?
seeing you.
Good to see you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Mr. Muhammad, what's your full name? I can't hear you. You're on mute.
Mohammed Al Mujahid.
Can you spell that for me?
ALMUJAHID.
Thank you.
I have an attorney. I think he should be on Zoom.
What's his name?
David.
Is that his last name?
His first name.
Do you know his last name?
I think Robinson or something like that.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Muhammad? Mr. Muhammad, you're supposed to be in courtroom 333 with Judge Archer.
Oh, I'm in the wrong room.
Yes, let me give you the number to dial into that courtroom.
Let me get a pen. What's the number do I need to dial?
360-333.
1 second, I'm sorry, hold on. You said 360?
Yes,
Uh-huh,
333
okay.
0000.
So 360-333-000.
4 zeros.
Okay, 4 zeros.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay, you're on.
Good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving as your presiding judge. Good morning to all of our veterans on this morning. So happy to see you. You all should know Mr. Adams is in the courtroom, and so as usual. And so I'm so glad to see all of our veterans, our veteran mentors. And so we are ready to get started with our docket. Let's start off first on this morning with the attorneys. Please place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Veterans Court, Drug Court, Specialty Court, Defense Attorney, P23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, and good morning again.
Good morning, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted.
And good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney. I will say that my wife wished me a happy Veterans Day today because she knew it was Veterans Court, so I wanted to wish everybody a happy Veterans Day.
All right. So your wife, we love it. Yes. All right, Mr. Fikens, and your motion?
Yes, my motion is that my appearance be for all my clients here today, Judge.
All right, very good. Your motion is granted. Let's now go to our case manager, Mr. Griffin. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Brian Griffin on behalf of Veterans Court this morning.
All right, we only see the top of your head. Oh, there you are.
My camera fell down.
It's okay. Good morning, Mr. Griffin.
Good morning, Judge.
And then, all right, and then we have our veteran mentors this morning, Mr. Scott.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Captain Scott, veteran mentor for the 36th District Specialty Court.
What you doing over there, Mr. Scott?
Multitasking.
Everything. Good morning. Good to see you. Thank you for your service. All right, Mr. Parker.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jimmy Parker, Veterans Treatment Court Mentor for 36th District Court. Good morning, everyone.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Parker, and thank you for your service. We are ready to get started. Are there any preliminary issues for my consideration?
Yes, Judge, thank you. It's my understanding that Mr. Yancey has a new intake this morning, Mr. Trimble. If that person is in the courtroom, I'd like to go into the conference breakout room to go over the court's order.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed, he was in the courtroom. Mr. Yancey took him upstairs. I'm certain that he's going up to test and probably do some things for Mr. Yancey. And as soon as they are ready, we'll get him in a conference room and you all can go in a breakout room, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. You should also know that Mr. Gaston, who was on our docket on yesterday, was supposed to come in for an intake. He's not a veteran, but he did show up in this courtroom on this morning. And so Ms. Harris has been made aware of that. Is that correct?
I have not notified her yet.
Okay, no. Well, where did he go then?
I believe he went upstairs to test.
Mr. Griffin, do you know what happened with Mr. Gaston?
Miss Harris probably came and got him, Your Honor, if I'm not mistaken. She's probably got him at the lab also.
Okay, I didn't see her, but that don't mean it didn't happen. So you all call up and just make sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, very good. With that, any other preliminary matters?
No, Judge, not at this time.
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Let's do it then. I am ready on Mr. Adams is a phase 4. So I'm gonna start with Mr. Adams. He's been here bright and early. Come on, Mr. Adams. Good morning to you, sir. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. I've been busy all week.
What you been busy doing, Mr. Adams?
Babysitting. The babies, I had the baby Sunday with me at the park. I had 4.
Oh, my
2
goodness.
3-year-olds and their older sister, 10 and 11 years old. They ran me ragged.
They ran you raggedy, but you made it. Look at
Yeah, I
you.
made it. I made it.
Look
They
at
still
you.
little kids though, but they get the handful when they want to be.
Yes, as all kids are sometimes, when
And
they
then
want
they
to
gonna spend $20 over snacks.
be at the park.
Oh,
Oh, that's kids, of
yeah.
course.
But I'm going through a little something with this funeral I gotta go to. That last week when that house caught on fire with that guy and the mother passed,
Yeah.
I knew him. He got caught up in the house and she died on the way to the hospital. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was 2 streets from where I used to live at. I knew him real good.
And how are you handling that,
Oh,
Mr.
I'm
Adams?
handling it all right. I just gotta see with my job when the funeral gonna be.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be no funeral for him. I think it's just gonna be for her. So he got caught up in the house.
Okay.
So it probably won't be that big, so scared, probably.
All right. Well, my condolences to you, Mr.
Yeah,
Adams.
that was bad.
That was bad.
Yeah.
And so I hope that you are utilizing the resources that we've given you. That if you need to talk about it, if you need to have somebody listen and hear how you're feeling, that you do so.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can I count on you to do that?
I can't. I called Mr. Griffin.
All right,
I
very
called
good.
him and tell him I ain't been here in a while. He'll let me come in.
Okay, all right, very good, very good. Have you been talking to Mr. Scott as well?
I just Mr. Griffin.
Just to Mr. Griffin?
When I get a chance, I call him and tell him I ain't been here in a while. He need to get me down here.
But what about Mr. Scott? You also have a mentor.
Call me. I don't know.
Mr. Scott,
Mr. Griffin. Mr. Scott won't call me.
Mr. Scott, you won't call Mr. Adams. What's going on?
Yes, I am going to call Mr. I promise you.
But I got.
Hold on, let Mr. Scott answer me. Go ahead.
Yes, I am going to call Mr. Adams. I have been trying to call Mr. Adams. Yes, so Mr. Adams, I'm going to make it a point to call you this morning when we leave court, okay?
All
So I
right.
don't have
Well,
to-
Mr. Adams is first.
So I don't have to post bond.
Yes, sir. And you know it's getting close to the weekend. All right. All right. Very good. So make sure, Mr. Adams, that you answer for him.
Oh, really?
All right, because when we lose people that we care about, people that we love, you know, we can be doing really, really well. And it can cause us to get a little bit off balance. And so we want to get ahead of that, okay?
Right.
All right. Very good. Who coming in here with their kids? Oh, okay. Mhm. All right. And so listen, Mr. Adams, I want you to make sure that you answer Mr. Scott's call, okay? All right, very good. I did not put your case number on the record. Let me do that right now. I have for Aaron Adams, Z8081351. State your full name for me.
Aaron Fraser that.
All right, Mr. Adams. What else is going on with you? You've been spending time with the kids? You've
That's
got,
all. On every Sunday I spend time with them and I work the other days. I
You've
just
been
make this day clear.
okay.
So I can make sure I meet out here.
All right, very good. How is work going?
Oh, it's a lot of hours now. Because last Friday I went in at 3 and I came out daylight Saturday morning.
Oh,
Yeah, but the money was good though, so.
oh, well, you're not really complaining.
No, I'm not complaining about that.
Oh, okay, y'all heard that, right? He said the money was good, so he's not really complaining.
No, I'm not gonna complain about that. I need a couple more though.
All right, now make sure in the midst of all of that,
I
that you are still taking good care of yourself,
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
All right, I
The
need you to
baby
do
makes
that.
sure of that.
All right, very good. Are you having any issues, any concerns that you need us to address for you?
Everything's going fine.
It's going fine?
Yes, ma'am.
What about your driver's license?
Only thing I got the eye exam tomorrow, but this eye right here, I did something at work,
Okay,
so I need to go to Preston tomorrow. I got one at 1 o'clock.
all right, and so you're gonna go?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
All right, and then you'll be
I'm gonna
able
take
to
off
apply
work.
for your license?
Then my license is paid off. All I had to do was take that little eye test.
Right,
and get my license.
right. I know Mr. Griffin reported all of your tickets have been paid off. You're in great shape.
Oh, yeah.
And so once you take care of the issue with your eye, then you'll take your vision test And you should be good.
Yes, that's it.
Wonderful. I'm looking forward to you getting that license.
I am too.
Yes, sir.
Because it's going from this new place all the way to my job and getting to be too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get that license. All right, Mr. Griffin. You reported on yesterday that Mr. Adams is in compliance. Has anything changed? Is there anything additional you need to add?
Yeah, Your Honor, just reviewing his case and whatever, he's doing really good. He paid all his fees, he's been testing it, so he's in compliance with all of your orders. He's been in phase 4 for over 80 days. I would like to make the recommendation to promote him to phase 5 today, to be in the final phase of the program, and that probably will put him on track to be a part of our May graduation. So he's been working really hard, and like he says, one thing about Mr. Adams, he likes to talk. So if I don't call him, he's definitely calling me and be like, "Why you ain't called me?" I'll be like, "Okay." That's one thing. He likes to talk. So, but he's doing really well. He's in compliance with your orders at this time, Your Honor. So I would like to make that recommendation.
All right, from the team, any objection to the recommendation to promote Mr. Adams to phase 5, the final phase?
No objections, Judge.
None, Judge.
All right. Mr. Adams, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, that means you have to continue to work hard, continue to show up, do the things that you're supposed to do, right?
I'll be here and I do what I'm going to do.
All right, I can count on you to continue?
You can.
Yes, sir. Then I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Adams on his promotion to phase 5. Thank you, Mr. Adams. Congratulations. You are there, sir. You are there. All right. You have any questions for the team? Nothing. Anything else from any of the other team members?
Yes, Judge. Congratulations on the promotion, Mr. Adams. Thanks for coming into the building today. Keep up the good work and be safe. Take care of yourself, sir. Have a good day. Thank you. Thank you.
And I too, Judge, would like to wish him congratulations, sir. You've been doing a great job. You're always there. You're always getting it done. Keep up the great work. We're proud of you.
I will. I will.
All right. Very good. What's next for Mr. Adams, Mr. Griffin, now that he is in phase 5?
Your Honor, I will be doing a face-to-face with Mr. Adams on April the 18th, 2023, and that'll be at 10:35 a.m.
April 18th, okay.
Yes, sir. Did you get that, Mr. Adams?
I got it. I called him anyway.
You called him anyway, so you got it. You got it. All right. Before you leave that podium, I need everybody in the courtroom, virtual and in person, to join me in thanking Mr. Adams for his service. Thank you, Mr. Adams. Thank you. Thank you. All right, sir. You are done, Mr. Adams.
Okay, I'm gonna sit around.
You're gonna sit, come on, sit around with me. Do it. All right, very good. For all of our veterans, I just saw this. For all of our veterans on tomorrow, for everyone, actually, that's listening, right? Just veterans? Everybody. Everybody, listen, on tomorrow, Wednesday, March 29th, from 6 o'clock a.m. to 10 o'clock a.m. at the location of 12048 Grand River Avenue here in the city of Detroit, there will be a health checkup day. A health checkup day. And so this is sponsored by Mason and Star. Is that a morning show on the radio? All right, y'all can tell who don't listen to the radio. All right. And listen to what they're going to be doing. They're going to be having free blood pressure screenings, free COVID vaccinations, free COVID vaccinations. They will also be doing free HIV testing. They will also have free Quest Blueprint for Wellness and a free breakfast and free COVID vaccinations. And so I want everybody, no excuses. If you need any of those services, you're going to get some food and you'll get to see Mason and Star. I may try to pass by at 6 o'clock. Listen. All right, Mason and Star. And then you will also get some services that you need. Again, that location is 12048 Grand River Avenue, and that's in Detroit. So come on out and join them and get some free services and some free food. I'm gonna ask the case managers to make sure they send that information out to each one of their participants, whether it's by email or what have you, because I think that's a great service and it starts before court. Yes. All right, awesome. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. All right, let's keep going with our next veteran. I am ready on Mr. Aldridge. Let's do it. Good morning to you.
You're muted, Mr. Aldridge.
Thank you.
Unmute for me.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Your Honor. Can you hear
Good
me?
morning. Yes. How are you?
Fine.
Very good. Very good. Let me place your case number on the record. I have for William Aldridge 210-448-6001. Mr. Aldridge, state your full name.
William Edward Aldridge.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Aldridge. How are things going with you today?
They're going fine, Your Honor.
All right. Tell me what that means to you.
Well, I got up this morning. I'm still standing. I've had to address some challenges, but again, I've been able to adjust. So I'm trying to move forward.
All right. Are those any of those challenges things that we can help you with?
No, I think I've got them under control, Your Honor.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Well, you're right. That's the first thing. You got up this morning. So that's awesome. Listen, me too. You almost made me respond like I was in church. Listen, you got up this morning. That's turn on that news. Yeah. All right. Very good, Mr. Aldridge. And so you are doing well. It was reported in staffing. You are doing well, that you have paid in full, that you are doing your independent living well. You've made those adjustments. And so I want to know, you talked to me the last time about a goal or a couple of times before about wanting to get into consulting. You were thinking about going back to work. How's that working out?
I'm working on it. In fact, I've got several potential opportunities that I've been working on. So that's going fairly well.
All right, very good.
It's going to take me a little time to get back into the swing of things, but I think I can make that adjustment and move forward.
There you go. Awesome. I love it. Very good, Mr. Aldridge. Are you having any challenges, any difficulties that you need us to assist you with?
No, I think I've got everything where it should be.
All right, very good. Since Mr. Adams is still here, for all of our veterans, save the date, May 26th. May 26th at 10:30 a.m. We will have our specialty court graduation or commencement. It will be at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center in the auditorium. We are planning something very, very nice for all of you. Not if anybody has ever attended a graduation, you all know that it's not just nice for those who are completing the program, but for all of our participants. We're going to feed you and all of those wonderful things. I think we're going to have entertainment and all of those wonderful things. So save the date because attendance is mandatory. It will count as a court date. So right now, I need everybody write down that date, save it so that you can be in attendance on May 26th at 10:30 a.m. So did you get that, Mr. Aldridge?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Very good. All right, Mr. Griffin, you reported on yesterday that Mr. Aldridge is in compliance. Is there anything additional to report?
Oh, Your Honor, he's doing everything he's supposed to do, completed all conditions. He's in the maintenance vein, so he did everything. So no problem for Mr. Aldridge at this time. He's been wonderful to work with.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, or any other team members, anything you'd like to, and Mr. Parker, let me go to Mr. Parker first. Mr. Parker, as his mentor, did you have anything else you wanted to add? Uh-oh, you muted, Mr. Parker.
I'm sorry. No, Your Honor, that's, he's doing well. When we talk, whether it be in person or via text, he's always got, good news. He's always uplifted, and you don't know that he's going through things because he's always, have a great spirits. It's looking well, and congratulations on your endeavor. I'm just assuming that it's going to happen. And just like you, when we wake up in the morning, everything is good. The rest is just process that we have to go through. So it's good to see you, and it's good to hear that you're not just sitting still, but you're moving, you're doing something, and you want to get back into the work field. I wish you nothing but the best, and we'll be talking soon. Congratulations again.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Mr. Aldridge. You have a great attitude. You're working the program. Keep up the good work. Be safe and have a great day, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if I could add, Judge, Mr. Aldridge, I just love it. Us old guys, when we show that we still have a lot of value and a lot of promise ahead of us, it's great to hear. So keep it up. I wish you the best.
Thank you, Mr. Fikens.
All right, awesome. Mr. Aldridge, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
All right, then what is next from Mr. Aldridge?
Your Honor, I'll be having a face-to-face with Mr. Aldridge on April 18, 2023 at 10:35 a.m.
Awesome. And so, Mr. Griffin, talk with Mr. Aldridge. I'll have him share next time about a pro-social activity that he's added to his life since he's been with us, that he plans to continue to do once he leaves our program, because I know he's in the final phase.
Yes, okay, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. Give me 1 second. Oh, no, before I get there 1 second, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Aldridge for his service to this country and his service to us. Thank you, Mr. Aldridge. We appreciate you. Thank you, sir. All right, very good. Are you gonna hang around until I finish all of the veterans? We don't have that many on this morning.
Yes,
So hang
ma'am.
around. Looks like we've got a day full of information, a morning of information. All right, Mr. Morgan, what do you have for me?
Bill Aldridge. Oh.
That. Now I'm going to mute this because I don't want to hear it on here.
All right, thank you. Mr. Reed, you should know that Mr. Devereaux was in my courtroom from No Veteran Left Behind. And he wanted you to know that you are his buddy and that he said good morning. He came through the program under Judge Lloyd.
Thank you, Judge. Tell Mr. Devereaux I said hello if he's still there. Good to hear
He
from you.
is.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Devereaux. All right, y'all. Let's do it. Thank you for your patience. Let's go to Mr. Boomer. I have for Stephen Boomer, SP 133-376-02. I also have 220-566-1001. Mr. Boomer, state your full name.
Good morning, Your Honor. Stephen Boomer.
Good morning, Mr. Boomer. How are you this morning?
Doing good, doing good.
You doing good? All right. What's been going on with you since the last time I've seen you?
I started working CWT. That's compensated work therapy, and I'm working about 15 hours at the gymnasium at John Dingle Hospital.
All right. Do you like it?
Yeah, we had a little rough start, but yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better.
It's getting better. Well, wonderful. Yeah. Congratulations to you. Very good. How are things going at the Dom?
They're going smooth. It's getting springtime, so I'm getting a little antsy, and I got my game plan. Just keep your eye on the prize.
There you go. I understand it. Listen, I equate that to people say in the springtime when the weather starts getting good, people get car fever. Well, when I think I'm getting car fever, I think about car note. That's going to last through the winter, a couple of winters, at least 4 or 5 of them. I get over it. I'm like, let me just be still. There is nothing wrong with my car. Let me continue to drive it. So listen, if you're getting a little antsy, you have to think about long-term. You've got some long-term goals. You've got some long-term things that you're trying to do that are going to last you a lifetime. So we don't give up those long-term goals for some immediate, pleasure or some immediate fix, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I completely agree.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. What's been challenging for you, Mr. Boomer?
Just getting used to the buses and just the working and everything. It just changed up my schedule a bit, and it hasn't changed in quite a while. So, change sometimes is a little stressful, but I'm good. I'm good.
All right. And how do you handle that change and that stress when it comes along?
If it gets to be an issue, I talked to one of the counselors here. It's part of the program. I mean, you slowly get back to work and, gradually get, out of, this bubble and to acclimate into society again. So it's a good thing.
All right, very good. Is there anything that you need us to help you with, Mr. Boomer?
Not that I can think of, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Yancey, let me hear from you.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Boomer is doing pretty well. His self-report was correct. We also talked to Mr. Kashari, and he confirms that Mr. Boomer is in full compliance with where he is. He's participating in all the programs over there, and he has started working. So he's getting acclimated to what he has ahead of him. So as long as he stays pretty steady, doesn't go too fast, then I think everything is going to work out for him the way he wants it to, and he'll also be in compliance with our program.
All right, very good. Mr. Scott.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. You look well, Mr. Boomer. I concur, Mr. Yancey. Mr. Boomer, you have really weathered the storm. You have rolled with the changes and different fluctuation within, not just with the dime of what's being asked of you. I went over there to see you the other day. You were already gone. Wonderful facility over at the domiciliary. That building over there is truly state of the art. So you got excellent resources, and Your Honor has already said keep your eye on the big picture, and you're doing well. Thank you. I'm proud of you, Mr. Boomer. You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. From any of our other team members?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Boomer, good report. Congratulations on the employment. You're moving around now. I heard you say you're taking the bus. Activity is good. You look good. Keep up the good work, sir. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. Have a good day, sir, and be safe. Thank you.
And if I might add, Judge, Mr. Boomer, you are doing a great job. You put all the pieces together, it seems. You're working it, and you're doing a great job. So keep up the great work.
Thank you. Thank you. I will.
All right. If no, do you have any questions, Mr. Boomer?
No, Your Honor. I'm doing good.
All right, Miss.
When's the next time I need to call is the only thing.
Yes, Mr. Yancey's gonna give us that right now. Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm gonna have a face-to-face with Mr. Boomer on April 11th of this year at 10:35.
April.
Did you get that, Mr. Boomer?
Yes, April 11th, 10:35.
Yes, sir.
I can call you, Mr. Yancey?
Yeah, we'll call each other. Yes.
All right, got it. I'll do that.
All right. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Boomer and thanking him for his service to this country. Thank you, Mr. Boomer.
You're welcome. I appreciate y'all.
All right, sir. Hang in there. Be patient with yourself, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I will.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
You too. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to excuse those veterans. Mr. Aldridge, you are good to leave. I have a few more people left on my docket. I have Mr. Dillard. Is Mr. Dillard? Mr. Dillard is in the courtroom. Mr. Aldridge, you are free to leave. You got here with the first group. Have a good one. All right, good morning, Mr. Dillard.
Good morning, John.
How are you this morning? I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I'm okay. What about yourself?
I'm doing well. What'd you do? You got some new glasses?
I had them last time I was here.
But look like they're a little shaded today.
When they transition.
Oh, so I see. The room must be a little brighter because I'm like, why Mr. Dillard rolling in here with some sunshade on, trying to be cool?
Oh, no.
You all right with me, Mr. Dillard? Let me place your case number on the record. I have 805-4161. State your full name for me. All right, Mr. Dillard, how are things going?
Going okay.
All right, very good. You are taking care of everything you need to take care of as it relates to your eyes?
Yes, thank God.
Okay, so things are going well?
Oh, yes, fine.
Very good. Tell me what's been going on with you since the last time I've seen you.
Oh, trying to keep busy, that's about it.
What you keeping busy? What are you doing?
Working around like that.
You didn't think I was gonna ask you that, huh? He said, oh, wait a minute, Judge. What you doing to keep busy, Mr. Dillard?
I work in motel business, so busy every day.
Okay. All right, very good. But you're not too busy to take care of you, right?
Yeah, I'm taking care of myself. Trying to.
All right.
I finally got me in my social security appointment, April 11th. It'd be so backed up, my mind coming in. So.
Wonderful.
All my Medicare and everything will be situated.
So that's on April 11th. Social Security, Medicare, all of that.
Right.
Very good. That's a huge accomplishment. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Make sure you clear your schedule so you can be there on time.
Sure will. No, see, they called me. They made the appointment 2 months in advance.
Oh, so it's just started. It's just coming around. Finally.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Very good. Have you been having any challenges, any difficulties?
Oh, no.
No?
Okay.
All right. You still enjoying that license, that driver's license?
Oh, yeah.
You know how important that is now, right?
Yes, you do.
Yes, sir.
Use me with care.
Yes, sir. So you know you better hang on to it, right?
Right.
All right. Very good. Very good. Did you have any questions today for the team, Mr. Dillard?
No, not really.
No? No. All right. Then Yancy, let me hear from you.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Dillard, he's really doing well. He's taking care of business. He and I have a lot of communication over the phone. He's completed, one of the major components of Veterans Court. He recently paid all his fines and costs, so he doesn't have that to do. He talks about one of the goals he reached, where he has an appointment. And one of the things he told me was the goal was the Social Security Medicare. Looks like that's going to be April 11th. So everything is going really well for him. He's in full compliance, and I recommend a promotion for him this morning, Your Honor. I want to promote him to phase 4, Your Honor. He's some of the things I read off was things he's completed in phase 3.
Yes, and he has successfully completed everything in phase 3. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. And so Mr. Yancey made that recommendation on yesterday in our staffing. There were no objections at all. My question to you, Mr. Dillard, is are you ready?
Oh,
you ready? He said, oh, listen, y'all don't even understand how ready I am. Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Scott. You think you can handle that?
Yeah.
I think you can too. You have worked very, very hard, and you have done some great things. You've accomplished some great personal goals since you have been with us. Some things that you probably just would have let go.
Sure would, yeah.
Because you were already letting them go, right?
Yeah, what things I was doing before is brought about a lot of procrastination.
Lots of procrastination, yeah. And now you are taking care of business. Yes.
With the help of Corey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And guess what? We're equipping you to be able to take care of business even after you leave us.
Sure.
Yes, sir. You'll know how to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Scott, what do you want to say about Mr. Dillard? He's been recommended for promotion today to phase 4.
I'm not surprised. Congratulations, Mr. Dillard. Your Honor, Mr. Dillard is always available every time I call. He is always expedient with coming to the phone, having a discussion, keeping me abreast of what's going on. Always has a great attitude. So I'm not surprised. Well deserved, Mr. Dillard. Continue to do what you're doing.
Yes, awesome. All right, from any of the other team members, Mr. Reed, Mr. Feigen?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Dillard, on the promotion today. Your work in the program. Thank you for coming into the building today. Keep up the good work, sir. You're doing a great job. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself and have a good day, sir. Be safe.
All right, thank you.
And if I could add, Judge, Mr. Dillard, that's a great report. Congratulations on this promotion. You deserve it because of all the hard work you've done. You've been rock steady and keep it up, sir, because the finish line is almost there. Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Dillard, you are being promoted today. So I need everyone to join me for two things. First, to celebrate Mr. Dillard on his promotion to Phase 4 and to thank him for his service in the United States Army. Come on, y'all, let's celebrate Mr. Dillard. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yes, Your Honor. We do a face-to-face with Mr. Dillard on April 18th of this year at 10:35.
April 18th. All right, did you get down, Mr. Dillard? All right, then you are all set. You are free to leave, sir. Good to see you. Take good care of yourself. All right, you too. Okay, I have one more veteran that's scheduled, and that is Dennis McKinley. Where is Mr. McKinley this morning?
He's on. His camera is off.
Okay, where's Mr. McKinley?
Judge, I just got off the phone with him. He's having trouble logging in, so I told him to log out and try to log back in.
Okay, all right, very good, very good. He's in Phase 5.
Yeah.
And so we'll do him. And then Mr. Reed, I thought I saw somebody on, I hope you all have been going, Miss Wilson, good morning to you, first of all. Didn't even speak to you this morning, I'm sorry.
Good morning, Your Honor. It's okay.
All right, thank you for serving today. And
Judge?
so, yes, Mr. Reed.
Yes, Judge, I need to talk to Mr. Trimble in a breakout room. I can go back to conference room 1 if Mr. Trimble has been set up.
Has Mr. Trimble been set up in a conference room?
No. I don't know, but I have somebody up there right now, are in breakout room 1.
Okay, and they're in breakout room 1 with whom?
Yeah, with Ms. Price and Mr. Rogan are in breakout room 1.
Okay, so they may have to move because I need to no, is Trimble a veteran?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
Judge.
thank you. All right, I need to handle Veterans Treatment Court in there.
Okay.
So is there another device that he can get on or because the veterans haven't or just check and see how far along they are.
Yeah, I mean they've been they should be done soon.
Okay.
And then I bring, get them out and then I'll go back and when they're done with Mr. Gaston.
Okay, very good. And then Mr. Gaston, are we doing his intake today as well? So he'll need to go to breakout room after I finish my veterans docket. All right, very good. All right, wonderful. Let me get a date from Mr. Fry, James Fry, 210-456-7901.
Yes, Your Honor. We're going to have Mr. Fry come back on April 4th of this year at 8:45.
All right, thank you. And then Mr. Reed, Mr. Feigens, I don't know if you all saw that there is a trial that is scheduled at 10:45 a.m.
Yes, Judge.
Not sure who, what, where, why, but it's on there.
This was a case.
This was what, I'm sorry?
This was a case, Judge, where we resolved all the traffic matters, given the age of the case and that no offer was forthcoming on this matter, Judge, we set it for trial. So we've resolved her other matters. I believe she owes some outstanding civil infractions, but that's why this matter was set for trial.
Okay, did I tell her to get those paid for today?
I don't know. I can't recall, Judge. I don't have it in my notes.
Okay.
that would be something that you would ordinarily do. I do know that, Judge, that you would require
sir.
to pay it. And it does not appear that those were paid as of yesterday.
Okay. All right, very good.
Judge, you gave her until May the 9th.
Oh, I gave her until May 9th.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right, very good. And so I believe that Mr. Trimble is going into the conference room right now. Oh no, Mr. Rogan. Are you leaving? Oh, okay, all right, making sure. Thank you. All right, so Mr. Trimble is going into the conference room. And then Mr. Griffin, have you been able to work out Mr. McKinley?
I keep trying to connect you on it, but he's not able to connect. So do you want me to help him to come in or try to
Let's just set him a date to come in. Since he's in phase five and he's in maintenance and it was reported that he's doing well, he's not missing any testing. Is that correct?
That's right. Correct, Your Honor.
All right. And
if you want to send him
no
on
reason to
Thursday,
leave.
yeah, I can bring him in on Thursday, or do you want me to next Tuesday? It's totally up to you.
We can bring him in on Thursday.
Okay.
Let's do that. So for Mr. Dennis McKinley, 210-567-6801. He's having technical difficulties. I am going to adjourn his matter to, what is Thursday, 30th? To March 30th, 2023. And that will be at 8. Tell him to get here at 9 o'clock, because Thursday I have a different docket.
Okay, Judge. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. In person.
Okay.
All right. Very good. And then I'm not certain who is going to be assigned as the mentor for Mr. Trimble. And so if you all can hang out with me just for a little while longer so we can get him squared away. Miss Harris, are you ready to go on the record with Maurice Anderson? He was told he was supposed to be here, go to treatment on yesterday, walked away. I gave him an opportunity to come back on this morning at 8:30. He did not. I'm ready to call that matter. Are you ready to proceed?
I am. I have to go do actual work.
Okay, and just get it to me.
Yes, I'm gonna get it on the record.
Yes. So for Maurice Anderson, I have Z808-6771. Mr. Anderson, Mr. Vikens was present in the courthouse on yesterday. He had a second, but he had a screen that came back positive for a substance. And so he was brought in. He denied usage. He tested again at 36th District Court on yesterday and was positive for the same substance. And he denied usage, asked could he take the test again. And so he was allowed to take the test a second time, I'm sorry, here at 36th District Court. And he tested positive for the same substance. And so he was placed on the 1-800 number, ordered into inpatient treatment. He was then transported to that inpatient treatment provider to get the help that he desperately needs. And once he arrived there, he walked away without the court's approval, without the court's authorization. And so I indicated on yesterday, I would not issue a warrant. I would give him an opportunity to come back and to try it again on this morning at 8:30. Ms. Harris, you have not been able to successfully contact him. Is that correct?
I have not, Your Honor, and have not received any communication from him since he left the courthouse yesterday.
Okay, very good. Hold on one second. Very good. Then what I am going to do is issue that warrant for his arrest, Mr. Fikens. The bond will be set at $10,000 cash or surety. Please make sure you place in the ROA that he is a part of our specialty court, parentheses DTC. Mr. Fikens, any objection?
No objection, Your Honor. I do not have any knowledge of the location of Mr. Anderson.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Harris.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. And then he's an intake. Let me know when you're ready on Rogan after I do my intake Unless Mr. Rogan is ready now, I think he's meeting with Ms. Price.
The only thing I would wait on is Mr. Reed, because he's the one that met with him.
That's okay. We're in
But
good shape.
otherwise, he's ready.
All right, very good. Court is in recess.
I called you at the right time.
Mhm.
Mr. Pikens,
Yes, sir.
are we in temporary recess?
I believe we are.
Okay, I see Miss Harris is in the conference room. I talked to Mr. Trimble and Mr. Rogan. Is Mr. Gaston ready for? Okay, I can get back into the conference room, Mr. Pikens.
I
So
can
I'll
do
go-
that. I can do that too, Mr. Reed.
I'll go into breakout room 1 for Mr. Gaston, and whoever wants to jump in can jump in.
I've already been in there twice, so I'll go in,
Okay.
Mr. Pikens. You stay in the courtroom.
Thank you, Mr. Reed.
All right, Mr. Trimble, I'm ready on your case. Did we wipe down the podium already?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful.
Okay. I'm ready on Mr. Gaston and Mr. Trimble, whenever the court's ready.
Mr. Reed, do you see us getting people ready?
Oh, my apologies. I apologize in January, so I have a continuing apology.
There we go. All right, let's do it. I have for Mr. Trimble, case number 220-610-6601. Mr. Trimble, state your full name for me.
Jerome Trimble.
All right, good morning, Mr. Trimble. How are you this morning? I can't hear you.
I'm doing good this morning.
All right, very good, very good. You had an opportunity to talk with an attorney this morning, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied that he answered all of your questions?
Yes.
Wonderful. You've also had an opportunity to talk with Mr. Yancey, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, they told you about our veterans program?
Yes, ma'am.
Does it sound like something that you want to participate in?
Yes, ma'am.
You recognize that you need the services?
Yes.
Very good. What branch of the military did you serve in?
United States Army.
In the Army. Wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
And how long did you serve in the Army?
I served for 3.5 years.
3.5 years. And what did you do while you were in the Army?
92 Alpha Automated Logistics Specialist.
All right, very good, very good. Well, listen, Mr. Trimble, we appreciate your service to our country by serving in the Army, which means that you served each one of us. And so I am glad that you have decided to participate in our Veterans Treatment Court. Now, you understand that it's work, right?
Right, yes, ma'am.
And you understand that it can be a lot of work, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you willing to do that work?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. And you understand that what you went over with the attorney is going to become my order, which means that you have to comply with it. You ready to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. My order says you got to test randomly. So you're going to test randomly, Mr.
Yes.
Trimble?
Yes, ma'am.
My order says that you have to avail yourself of the services that are deemed appropriate for you once you have been assessed, not only by the VA, but as well as any clinical assessments that you may go through here at the court. Are you ready to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. My order is going to say that you need to come to court as ordered. I might need to see you every week, and then we'll eventually start doing 2 weeks, and you know, it'll change up. Can I get you to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. My order also will indicate that you can't utilize any alcohol.
Right.
You
Yes,
can't utilize any marijuana.
Yes, ma'am.
Those are legal substances, but while you're with me, you're not going to be able to use those things. You understand that?
Yes, I understand.
All right, and I can count on you to work hard to not to do those things, right?
Yes, I'm working as hard as possible. I'm never trying to go to jail. I'm trying to get a good job, you know, farthest away from Army. I mean, no disrespect, you know, I'm a veteran now, but, you know, I don't want to have that mentality. That's why I was drinking alcohol, because I was depressed, you know, and lonely and stuff. But now that I'm, you know, getting out, filling out resumes, socializing, you know, I'm ready to, you know, come clean and get my name, you know, out of this, you know, court system.
All right, very good. That you are in the right place at the right time, because we can help you do that, but it is going to require your participation. And so I can count on you to participate, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good, very good. What have you been out there socializing? What you doing to socialize?
Going to clubs, casinos, as it says in my report, they say having a three-time casino, so, you know, I go to Motor City now. You know, I stay from, you know, out of the places where people know me.
All right, very good. Well, hopefully while you're with us, we're going to be able to introduce you to some other pro-social activities.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how does that sound?
Interesting, and I'm open to get involved.
All right, very good. Who do you have as your support? Does your mom support you?
Yes, just my mom, Mark Slavers, and Craig Tank.
I'm sorry, one more time?
My mom, Mark Slavers, the good honorable Mark Slavers, and Craig Tank.
Okay, very good. So you have a good support system, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, well, you're gonna add us to your support system because we're also going to be here to help you to successfully complete this program and also to help you get equipped with some tools that will help you for life. How does that sound?
It sounds good. It sounds good.
Very good. You will also get a veteran mentor. We have 2 mentors that work with our program, Mr. Parker and Mr. Scott. If you look up at the camera, at the screen, you'll see those 2 gentlemen on there. They work with our veterans. How would you like to have a mentor?
I would love to have a mentor.
We're gonna make sure you get a mentor and we will connect him today, Mr. Yancey. Have you all determined who will be his mentor?
We have it, but I'm sure we can do that in short order, Your Honor.
All right, so they'll determine and you'll get that information on today, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Anything else you want me to know about you?
No, that's all, man.
That's all? Okay, all right. Okay, Mr. Yancey.
He meant to say Your Honor.
I know he meant to say Your Honor, it came out different. All right. You know, in the court of law, you have to address me as judge or Your Honor. You can't call me stuff like baby and sweetheart and all of that.
Yeah.
All right, so work with me. You gonna work with me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, work with me and I'm gonna call you. Would you like me to call you Mr. Trimble or is something else you want me to call you?
No, Mr. Trimble.
Who?
I said, Mr. Trimble, I love how that sounds.
Mr. Trimble. There you go, sir. Mr. Trimble. I'll call you Mr. Trimble and you'll call me Judge Holmes. How about that?
That's good, Ms. Holmes.
Oh, you still just changed it up.
Oh, Judge Holmes, sorry about that. That's
All
good.
right, we're gonna practice it. Mr. Trimble, Judge Holmes. Come on, we might even get a show or something. Mr. Trimble and Judge Holmes. Because we're gonna practice each other's names. How about that?
That's perfect.
All right, very good. I'm gonna hear from Mr. Yancey right now. He's gonna let me know some information about your eligibility for the program. Mr. Yancey?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Trimble, he's here for sentencing as a result of a larceny conviction that he got last year. Your Honor, he's a high school graduate, not employed right now, but he's currently receiving disability and health benefits through the VA at this time. He reports being in average health, Your Honor. At this time, his license is suspended. And as he alluded to, his drug of choice is alcohol, secondary is marijuana, and he reported to me that that he completed high school. Also, he reported that his main source of support would be his mom.
Okay.
So that's mainly what we have and what the information that I was able to get from them, Your Honor, so far. We'll continually get more and more information and make more and more referrals.
All right, make sure you're speaking in that microphone so the court reporter can hear you. All right, and Mr. Yancey, did you determine whether or not Mr. Trimble is or a violent offender or if he's a substantial threat to the public?
Yeah, he's not a substantial threat to the public, and from the information that we got, he's not a violent offender.
All right, very good, thank you. Mr. Reed, you had an opportunity to meet with Mr. Trimble. What would you like me to know about your client?
Yes, Judge, thank you. He was cooperative and respectful. We did go over the court's order. We talked about testing, counseling, community service, paying a little money, not leaving the state of Michigan without permission of the court. We talked about the fact that the court has the power to amend the order, to change the order. He would be given any changes or amendments in writing. We talked about no alcohol. We talked about no narcotics. Judge, he is eligible to participate in Veterans Court under Michigan law. He does have a case that is a dismissible case. When he completes Veterans Treatment Court, Specialty Court, his case may be dismissed. Judge, he does have a driver's license. We talked about his driver's license. It may be suspended at this time. I indicated to him that we would take a look at the SOS and see if there was anything we could do to help him obtain his driver's license. Judge, again, he was cooperative and respectful. I talked about honesty being the best policy. No one wants to hurt him. We only want to help him. I know that he is working with the vet administration. We also talked about following the orders of the Veterans Administration's assistance that he's receiving. And he said he would be willing to do that. Judge, he seems like a very nice man, and I am recommending his participation in a Veterans Treatment Court, our specialty court. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. And you did determine pursuant to Michigan law that he is in fact eligible, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. He is eligible to participate pursuant to Michigan law.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Reed. Then with that, Mr. Trimble, I'm going to, you've given me your commitment to work the program, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You've acknowledged that you need assistance and you need help, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and with that, I need everyone to join me in welcoming Mr. Trimble to our specialty court. And then we are going to celebrate Mr. Trimble and thank him for his service in the United States Army. Please join me in thanking Mr. Trimble. Thank you, Mr. Trimble. So you've got some appointments coming up, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You must go to them. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I count on you to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. I'm going to see you next week, Tuesday.
That's perfect.
Next week, Tuesday, is April 4th. And it will be at 8:45 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if you are able to Zoom on and I can hear you and see you and you're able to hear me,
Yes, ma'am.
then that's wonderful. If you're not able to Zoom on, then you'll have to come to the courthouse, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Do you have any questions for us today?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you for your patience. I appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Yancey, let him know what you need him to do next, if anything.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Yancey.
Oh, man.
All right, I believe that that is going to close out the veterans docket on this morning. Thank you, Mr. Parker and Mr. Scott. One of you should be getting notification that you are going to serve as Mr. Trimble's mentor. So thank you in advance for that. And I am going to thank and excuse both of you. Thank you for your service, and you are free to leave.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, take care. All right, you too. All right, yes, good morning, Mr. Green. All right. Yes, sir. I don't know.
Ms. Perry, can I help you? I can't hear you. You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Me? Oh,
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
I have a letter that said I can Zoom in. I'm more than welcome for this. I'm the person who had the red truck Flex.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Okay, it says Jill Perry. This is Anthony Arnold, case number Z 28087671. Am I in the right courtroom?
Is it a traffic case?
It's a it was an accident.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Are you a witness supposedly?
Well, I'm the owner of the vehicle that was hit.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I don't see Miss Jasmine. Miss Wilson is, let me see. Oh, that's the judge. Oh, that's the court reporter. I'm gonna turn all this stuff down. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm ready to go back on the record. Council, Alex Hill, it's my understanding that you are requesting an adjournment for SP 1426654, counts 1, 2, and 3, due to a scheduling conflict. And so, council, I am going to grant that request. What date did you need? And it has to be at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I'm not sure if these are only offered on Thursdays. If that's the case, I'm not available until the 20th of April. However, if there's different days of the week.
No, we can do any morning of the week except on Wednesdays.
I'm not sure if the court's open on next Friday, the 7th, Good Friday. I mean, we can do it then.
No, we're not open on Good Friday, sir.
How about the 11th, Your Honor? Tuesday, the 11th?
Does that work on Tuesday, the 11th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's do it for Tuesday, April the 11th, 2023, and we'll put it on for 8:30 a.m. and that'll give us time to notify the officers of the adjournment for Thursday, as well as give them ample time to have them appear on the 11th of April. Okay.
I really appreciate that, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Take care. All right. Thank you, Ms. Mack.
Did you do it in my notes?
Oh, I did. And you told me you had some other notes on here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep my desk on.
I know.
All right, let's do it. Ms. Harris.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go to Mr. Gaston. Yes. Good morning, Mr. Gaston. Good. You have to talk louder than that. Good morning. I'm good. Mr. Gaston, you been missing in action?
No.
Okay, because wasn't I waiting on him one day?
It was yesterday. He was scheduled for his intake. He had flipped the days between the intake and his another appointment that we scheduled, and he called me yesterday around noon and realized that he had missed the day.
Okay, all right. Oh no, that's okay. Miss Harris had your back because she made sure that everything, I'm mixing you up with somebody else. I'm ready to fuss this morning. Look at me. I'm mixing it up. All right, let's do it. For Mr. Gaston, give me one quick second. I did not grab my. Right. Let's do it. I have 210-447-9701. Mr. Gaston, state your full name for the record.
Joseph Anthony Gaston.
All right. It's good to see you on this morning. Are you ready to do this work?
Yes, Judge.
All right. You've had an opportunity to talk with Ms. Harris.
Yes.
And she explained to you what's going to be happening in your life for at least the next 14 months?
Yes.
All right, are you ready for the work?
Yes. Yes.
All right, and do you acknowledge that you need assistance and that the program that we're introducing or that we're going to admit you into is a program that will help you with the things you need help with? All right, awesome, very good. You also had an opportunity to talk to an attorney, is that correct?
Yes.
With Mr. Reed? All right, did he answer all of your questions?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. He explained to you that that document he went over with you will become my order. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And so you went through that order and there are a number of things that you have to do while you're with us, right?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna take one step at a time. I don't want you to get overwhelmed by it. I'm sorry.
It's a lot.
It is a lot, but it's good stuff because in the end, you are going to benefit from everything that's in that order. How about that?
Look forward to it.
Yes, sir. And we don't expect you to do it all in one day. We have 5 phases to our program. And so we expect you to get it done within the 5 phases, okay? All right, very good, very good. And so, Ms. Harris, I'm going to hear from you.
Good morning, Your Honor. So, Mr. Gaston was referred to us on March 9th from Judge Bryan. Mr. Gaston is here on a charge of OWI. He is a 35-year-old African-American male who lives in the city of Detroit. Mr. Gaston is a father of 3. He has one 17-year-old child that does reside with him in his home. He also is a caretaker for a disabled uncle. Currently, Mr. Gaston is unemployed, but has a pretty solid job that he's supposed to be starting here in the next couple days or starting orientation for. So he is motivated for that. He does want to participate in our program. He is at least 18 years of age. He does admit that addiction or drug abuse has created problems in his life. He has no prior felony convictions for violent offenses, and he has not participated in a drug treatment court in the last 10 years. He was here with me last week. I met with him pretty extensively, went over the program, and had him set up to start testing. He has been really communicative with me, and he has an appointment today with a provider that he was assessed and set up with.
All right, very good.
I did have to meet with Ms. Price, but she had found his assessment from last week, and she said she's just going to use that because it was from the 23rd.
Oh, okay, wonderful. All right, very good, very good. And so, Mr. Reed, you had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Gaston. What do you want me to know about your client?
Yes, Judge, thank you. We did talk in the breakout room. He was cooperative, respectful. We went over the court's order. We talked about testing, counseling, community service. We talked about paying some money, fines and costs. We talked about the court's ability to amend the order, to change the order. He will be made notice of any changes. We talked about no alcohol, no narcotics, not leaving the state of Michigan without permission of the court. He was receptive to all of that information, Judge. This is his first drinking and driving case. We talked about his driver's license. It's not currently valid. I indicated that we would get a copy of his SOS and see if there's anything we could do to assist him. He has no felony convictions. He is eligible to participate under Michigan law in our specialty court. I'm recommending his participation. He was a pleasant person to talk to. We talked about his 17-year-old son who's graduating from high school this year. He also has employment at job orientation this week. We talked about that. Judge, I explained to him that honesty is the best policy. No one wants to hurt him. We only want to help him. And again, I am recommending his participation in our specialty program. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And so, Mr. Gaston, you've heard what Ms. Harris and Mr. Reed has said about you. Is there anything additional that you'd like me to know about you?
Just as of right now, I'm not, my transportation issue is that I don't have transportation.
Okay.
And I'm currently living on the west side of Detroit. So I do understand that the program, I'm scheduled to meet twice a week, but it says 3 times a week, and I have to pay to get the gas to go test.
No, we'll give you some bus passes. We should have bus passes available. Is that correct? And we're going to pay for your testing.
Yeah, I'm with Jen. I know that you pay for my first segment of testing, but I was talking about 3 times a week. I was just wondering if the same thing was showing 2 times a week and 3 hours a day. But I know that your program is better.
Yes, sir. And because you recommended the 3 times, okay, somebody needs to mute, please. You're coming into an active courtroom.
Your Honor, you had requested we put him on 3 times a week to begin due to the test that led him to be referred here from Ms. Bryan, and you wanted a couple of weeks. You said you just wanted a couple of weeks to make sure that substance was no longer an issue.
Yes. And so you're not going to test, thank you for the reminder. Okay. All right, and so now this is what I'll do. I'm going to have you test 3 times a week. It's going to be random and it's not gonna be forever, but I had some concerns. And so I need to make sure I eliminate those concerns, okay? We're paying for it. We'll give them bus passes to get to and from for 3 times per week. Don't try to count your tests, call every single day. And if your color drops, 5 days a week, go and test because it's a minimum of 3 times per week, okay? All right, won't be like that forever, but we've got to start there, okay? All right, what other questions do you have or comments?
That's pretty much it, Judge. That was the thing, about me getting back and forth, because I don't have transportation now, calling for rides, and then I'm starting this new job, but the schedule with that will work good if I got to test in the morning, if I'm getting off, if my color was to be gonna go right to test.
Okay.
So that worked.
Once you're gonna have to make it happen, because this program does require sacrifice. It does. It requires sacrifice. So we're here to help you, but you've got to sacrifice as well. Okay? All right. Very good. Yeah.
I did want to address, and I know that he didn't bring this up, but I wanted to address it with you. He has 2 minor children that reside in the state of Ohio.
Okay.
I explained to him that once we get him in this program and he's doing well, that obviously we do not want to keep him from his children. So we would be able to discuss him, you know, when he has the opportunity to get transportation there to be able to see his children and whatnot. So I did want to go on the record to let you know that that is something that is a concern of his, and I've let him know we can work with him on.
Yes, we'll work with you, but just know before you leave the state, as Mr. Reed indicated earlier, you do have to get permission from the court, okay? We don't make it hard and, you know, we're not impossible, but you do have to be doing what you're supposed to do, okay? All right, very good. What is the status of your driver's license?
I took my reading test, passed, and took my driver's test, passed. But with the Secretary of State revoked my license, they took it back because of this situation.
Yeah.
And they said when I went to court for my last time, that they said it wasn't, after that, I could go back and I had to take my test again and just do it all over again. But I haven't even had the chance to go up there because a lot of things has been happening in the last 3 months.
All right, so what I'd like you to do, we have a term. Y'all killing me this morning, okay? It's some things I'm just not gonna do in my courtroom. This is still a professional place of business. It just is. I got people in my courtroom with halter tops, kissing dogs. Yeah, it's still a courtroom. It's still a courtroom.
Cigarettes.
Okay, let me pull myself together. All right, so listen. We have 2 attorneys that are assigned to our program. So here's one of the benefits. You will be able to talk with one of them. They'll look at your SOS report to see what's holding you up from getting a license. And they'll be able to tell you some things that you need to do. Now it's up to you as to whether or not you do them. So, but what I am gonna caution you on is no driving. Until you get a license, no driving. Okay? I can count on you for that? All right, because that will cause a lot of problems for you in this specialty court program. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, are one of you available to look at his SOS? And thank you, Ms. Harris. And even if you cannot speak with him on it today, communicate through Ms. Harris, who will be in touch with him.
Yes.
How do you
Yes, Judge.
it?
Yes, Judge, thank you. I did talk to Mr. Gaston in the breakout room. We talked about his driver's license. I indicated to him that I would take a look at his SOS and give him some information. If that SOS can be sent to me, I will review it today and talk to Ms. Harris.
All right, and then Ms. Harris, you'll communicate with him to let him know what they're saying. So Ms. Mack, if you could send that SOS to Mr. Reed, and so we'll already be working at helping you to get in a position to get your license. Now understand, I don't have control over people getting a license. That's the Secretary of State's job. But what we will do is have the attorneys look at it and they can advise you and direct you on how to get that license, okay? All right, anything else?
That's it, Judge. It's crystal.
I can't hear you.
It's crystal pretty much what I do from here.
All right, very good. Then I'd like to welcome you to our specialty court. I'm glad you're here. We are all here to serve you. As I indicated to you earlier, it does require your time and your sacrifice, but we are going to work with you. The only way you won't succeed is if you choose not to succeed. And so we're all here rooting for you and hands on deck to help you so that you can be successful, okay? All right, Ms. Harris, what's next?
Your Honor, I would like to have him come back for a review hearing with you on, look at this calendar, these dates were all discussed. April the 10th, Monday, April the 10th. Would that
Okay.
work?
That's fine, or we can keep, is Tuesday not good for him?
Well, Tuesday is just Veterans Court. He's
No,
not-
we can do a later docket for regular court.
Is there a date? It doesn't matter to me, Your Honor. I would like to bring him back that week.
Right, is Monday or Tuesday better for you?
I can do Tuesday, I let it back at Tuesday, like you said.
Well, a later docket is only going to be, what's Tuesday? It's the 11th. A later docket would be at, let's see, I have 8:45, so I would put him on for 9:45.
Okay, so.
And that'll give him time to get.
The 11th, April 11th at 9:45. And
Yes.
will he be coming back via Zoom unless there's something otherwise?
Yes. Do you have the ability to get on by way of Zoom?
Yes, yes, I do.
All right. Do understand that you can test here at 36th District Court. Okay, Monday through Friday, as long as the court is open.
Okay.
So 8:30 to 3:30. And so you can always come in here and test. If you have Zoom capabilities, I'm gonna have you Zoom in at 9:45 a.m. But I have to be able to see you and I have to be able to hear you. If I can't, then you'll have to come into the courtroom, okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. Anything else, Mr. Gaston?
That's it.
All right, nice to meet you. I look forward to working with you. Thank you, Ms. Harris. All right, Ms. Harris has one other matter that I would like to call. You need to see me? a.m. trial. Ms. Mack, if you could reach out to them, let them know the attorney is here. I think I saw the defendant is here. And I don't see any officers yet.
I did reach out to Ms. Cole because it's a state matter, and I haven't gotten it.
All right. Are you ready on Mr.
I am.
Rogan? All right, Mr. Rogan. Good morning, Mr. Rogan.
Good morning, Judge Holmes.
Now, you know, you bring that pretty little baby in here, you're gonna upset me if you make me have to act out, right?
Yeah, I apologize, but I really apologize.
All right, listen, this is what, let me place your case number on the record. ZA083121. State your full name for me. All right, Mr. Rogan. It was brought to my attention, you had an issue with testing. You know that, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And so it was also brought to my attention that you were upfront and honest.
Yes, I was.
And I appreciate that. I told you that coming into the program, that honesty is always going to go a lot farther with me than anything else. So I appreciate you being honest. And so with that honesty, the recommendation as far as sanction is just a verbal warning, but also there were some therapeutic adjustments that have been recommended. And so Ms. Harris is going to share those with you. And they will also be shared with your provider. And I'm letting you know that the things that Ms. Price recommended through her reassessment, those are the things that you're going to have to do as well. Okay? I'm sorry?
It's going to be done.
All right, very good. So there's some meetings that you are going to attend one time per week. Okay? And then there are some other things adjustments that are going to be made with your provider, and they will talk with you about those things, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. And so it's my understanding that you're getting overwhelmed a little bit? Are you getting overwhelmed with everything that you have going on?
Yes, I just got a bit overwhelmed with.
I can't hear you.
I said I just got a bit overwhelmed with paying things because I had trouble getting a job, but I am working now. I had my first night of work last night. I'm working at Fisher Dynamics in St. Croix Shores, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Look at you.
And I just got a bit overwhelmed, paying the court, trying to make sure they align. Like I said, I just moved to my house February 1st, so bills was piling up, car notes, DTE, water bills, phone bills. Kids need this, kids need that, groceries are a little bit high on a bridge card. So I just got a bit overwhelmed. I did have a beer and the middle of me drinking it. I did pour it out. I looked at myself in the mirror and said, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I knew I had to test. I did go test. I wasn't trying to hide. I wasn't trying to run. I do apologize. I understand that's kind of a slap in the face to you, to the court, because you guys have been trying to help me so much.
Listen, that's what you're here for. We're here to help you. And so we understand that people have challenges while we're here trying to help them. What I appreciate, and I can't emphasize, I don't know how much more I can emphasize, that you were honest, not only with us, but you were honest with yourself. What am I doing? Okay, because you got too much to lose.
Way too much to lose.
Yes. And so listen, I'm hearing you say a number of things. I know you just started your job. Congratulations to you. Show up 100% of the time and give 110%, and things will work out where you will be able to maintain that job, maintain your home. Ms. Harris, let's connect him while he's getting on his feet with some food resources, because we have some at Lake Ridge Village where you will be able to get food sources. Also, do we have any more Kroger cards for
I'm not
groceries?
sure. I will check though with Ms. Greer and find out.
All right, let's find out. We'll connect to food sources and also get you a Kroger card, even though I know they're usually for incentives. But listen, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, he's trying to get on his feet. And we know that when you first start a job, you do not get paid immediately. And even when you do get paid, you're trying to catch up. And so it's not a big amount on the Kroger card, but it's enough to get you some staples. And if you know anybody that has any connection to the South, just ask them, what should I buy with that $25? And he'll tell you some beans and some rice, get some butter, some eggs, some milk, and a box of cereal. Come on, and loaf of bread. They will tell you that, because they know you can eat off of that for about a week and a half, even with about a family of 3 to 5. Wonder how I know that. But anywho, so we want to help you with that. So we'll get him a Kroger card. Make sure, I think we should have some. Let's get him a Kroger card. And then I just want to encourage you to keep going. Keep going. You're a bright young man, and you have a good heart, and you have a bright future. And I don't want you, when you have an issue, I really want you to focus on how do I respond to that issue without going backwards, doing things to hurt myself, doing things that can hurt my family? So how do I respond to it? Because every day that you wake up, 50-50 chance that something's gonna pop off, right?
Yeah.
Something's gonna go right, something's gonna go wrong, right? 50-50 chance. Listen, and so you've got to be ready for when you fall into that 50% where something could go wrong, right?
Yeah.
And you can't respond to it by creating more problems for yourself. You can, but it's not gonna feel good. And then guess what? The problem will still be there when now you gotta be added to it, right?
Yes,
all right, so let's do it. So that's the recommendations. Harris, you want to add anything?
I just wanted, Your Honor, I know that Mr. Rogan had mentioned that he was going to request whether he was going to ask you if he could get a little more time on the tickets he needed to pay, maybe to the end of April.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
I know you're trying, and give me 1 second. All right, and so, listen, I gave you until April. Let's do this. I know you're working, you gotta catch up. I'm gonna put you out to, what date is June 1st? June 1st would be a Thursday. What if I give you until Thursday, June 1st?
That'd be wonderful.
All right, so Ms. Matt, those tickets that he has to pay those tickets before June 1st. So if I were you, I'd start setting aside or coming up and just paying a little bit at a time to get them out the way, okay? No driving. I know, that's why. I know.
My father's been helping me out because I told him, you know, Judge said, my father, my mother, my grandmother, everybody's been helping me out, getting me where I need to be. So that's why I took the midnight position from 10 to 6, so everybody can be able to get the days out of the way. And if I need some transportation, they'll be able to come get me and I'll pick me up.
There you go. Because listen, you are closer to your license than you've ever been.
And I also had a question about that as well. It was because the Secretary of State had sent me something with the order of action, and they suspended me because they caught hold of the ticket that I got. I guess the ticket that I did have, and they said that they had suspended me through 4/2/23 until 5/1/23. So even if
so that's right around the corner. So listen, you want to get my stuff paid so you don't have no issues. Did you hear that, Mr. Reed and Mr. Vikings? That he got something from the Secretary of State stating that his license is suspended through May 1st, 2023. So now I know I've given you until June 1st, but I need you to work like crazy to get this stuff paid. You're not accumulating any penalties or any interest or anything like that. And so I need you to really tell Mom and Dad, take one for the team.
I got a lot of help with that as well. They are helping me as well. Like I just had to get back on my feet and start working. My father was definitely helping me a lot. He's waiting for me to get started getting paid, and we're gonna go down there. He's gonna have with me on whatever I need.
All right, and you make sure you pay him back.
I definitely.
Whatever you promised to pay, you pay him. Yes, sir. He's a good father then, because I sure don't let mine forget. And if they listening today, it's 2 of them that still owe me some money. And I'm waiting on Friday. I be like, what, the IRS? I send them eyes like this. Like, run me my money. Yes, because we're teaching you how, not that we need it.
Right.
But no, let me tell my kids, I need my money. But not that we really need it, but it's that we're teaching you to be a man of your word. Right? Teaching you responsibility, how to prioritize, all of those wonderful things. So that's a good father. So I'm glad he won't let you forget it. So make sure you ask them to please help you out, especially if they're saying they're going to restore your license on May 1st. You don't want this stuff holding you back, okay?
No, he definitely not gonna let me. He's also my landlord as well.
I love it.
He bought a house for me. I pay him.
I love it. Oh, I love it. I'm a landlord too. Oh, I love it. Yes, I do. Yes, yes, yes. That's a good father. We do what we want to do for our kids. All right, you're in good shape. Ms. Harris. Let's get them together. He's free to leave. Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, did you all want to add anything?
Yes, Judge, thank you. I did go in the breakout room and talk to the young man. He was honest. He admitted he had made some bad choices. I concur with the recommendation of Ms. Harris, Ms. Price, and I concur with the order of the court. He's a good young man. He's trying to do the best that he can, and he's new to the program. I wish him the best, and keep up the good work, sir. We know you had a slip, but look forward. Keep moving forward. Thank you, Judge.
All right.
So, Your Honor, I know he is on the docket, I believe, for Friday, the 31st, and obviously I don't think you want to bring him back that soon. I'm wondering if we can, and next week we're off on the Friday and the Thursday. I'm wondering if it's possible. Sorry, I'm sorry. To bring him back on April either the 13th or 14th for review.
Okay, but I know you'll have contact with him. So which day works better for you? The 13th is a Thursday, the 14th is a Friday.
We can do the 13th, so on the better.
Return to court, April 13th, 2023. I'll put you on for 8:45 a.m. But you can do Zoom as long as I can hear you and see you, and you don't get a call from Ms. Harris, Zoom in.
Okay.
If you get a call from Ms. Harris or you're having Zoom issues, you gotta come physically into the courtroom, okay? All right, any questions for me?
I appreciate you and thank you, and I apologize to you, and I apologize to the court as well.
All right, let's work through it. Be honest with yourself. And then Ms. Harris, he should also work on that emergency response plan.
Okay.
How am I going to respond when life just throws me a blow? When I have more bills than I have money, how am I going to respond?
I'll send him an email later explaining what that needs to look like and have him work on that, Your Honor.
Okay,
Okay.
give some thought to that. And Ms. Harris will follow up with you, okay?
All right, thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Rogan. You are free to leave once Ms. Harris releases you.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
All right, you do the same. Thank you. All right. I believe that ends the specialty court docket. Ms. Wilson, I'm ready to bring in everybody. I think Ms. Jasmine may be stuck in another courtroom. We'll turn back on cameras. Hopefully everybody is in a good place. Hey, Ms. Bridget.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, Ms. Brimage, are you ready? I know the attorney is here. Let's have everybody turn on their cameras for me. Are we ready to proceed?
I haven't had one of those in a long time. Very long time.
All right. Counsel, is counsel with us as well for Asbury? I know I saw him.
Get in the file, ma'am.
Oh, no.
Yes,
he's not
ma'am.
here.
A copy of that.
Yes, Mr. Asbury. Good morning to you. I'm looking for your
Grand
attorney. Is your
Rising.
attorney joining? Is your attorney joining us?
He was here. I don't know if he
That's Mr.
like,
Mitchell,
took a
right? Or
break.
am I putting him on the wrong case?
No, that's right, ma'am. That's right.
Oh, okay, okay. Ms. Brimage, have you provided your report to Mr. Mitchell, Attorney Mitchell?
Your Honor, I have not. Probation officers are not allowed to send reports, so I send it to the clerk.
Oh, okay. And so he has not, have you all had an opportunity to talk about it? So that if there are any additions, corrections, or deletions, I'd like that to be determined before we go on the record.
Okay, can we go in the breakout room, myself and the attorney?
That's fine.
Do you have a copy of the
All right,
report,
good
Attorney
morning.
Mitchell?
No, I do not. But good morning, everybody. First of all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, that's fine.
Thank you
We
for
can
your
talk for a
patience.
second in the breakout room. Thank you.
All right.
Miss Mack, can you
Thank
send
you.
him a copy of the report?
Yes, if you put your email in the chat, I can send it to you.
And then has anyone checked in on the 1045?
Yeah, the defendant is here.
The defendant is here.
Yes.
but, officers?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, okay, then about 10 more minutes, if that long. All right. Ms. Wilson, are you able to send Ms. Brimage and Attorney Mitchell into a breakout room? Attorney Mitchell, did you want your client to go as well?
No, that's not necessary.
All right. Okay, you all should have invitations.
Hey,
Good
Shannon.
morning. Hey, Attorney Fikens, how are you?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I am wonderful. I am wonderful. Do you need to speak with me at all, sir?
No, this is we have a state trial coming up, high BAC. I don't think it involves
Good
you.
morning.
Good morning, Ms.
How-
Grimmage.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. Yourself?
I'm good. The attorney wanted to speak to you, Attorney Mitchell, but can me and you go in the breakout room briefly?
Absolutely. If Madam
Okay.
Clerk will, or court reporter will put us there, that would be amazing.
Okay.
Hey, Attorney Reed. Selena, can you put us in a breakout room, please?
Good morning, Attorney Walker.
Wilson, if you could put Ms. Grimmage and Ms. Walker in a breakout room together, please.
Mr. Fikens,
Yes, sir.
how are we doing?
I think we're ahead on points, Mr. Reed.
Okay, let me know if I need to do anything.
Okay. No, you've done it all today, my friend.
I try.
No, you do.
Okay, I'm back. If I could be put in a breakout room with Attorney Mitchell, I don't know if they're here.
He was here.
I wonder if he's in the breakout room.
Who are y'all looking for?
Attorney Mitchell.
Yeah, he's in the waiting room. The judge put him in the.
Okay, if he could be put in breakout room 6 with me, that'd be great.
Hello?
Hey, Attorney Mitchell.
How you doing, Mr. Fikens?
Nope, no problem. How about you?
Good, good. Did you used to work at Fikens? What is it? Peters, what is it?
Yeah.
Fikens?
Fikens, Foster, Vandermilt, and Erdis, or?
I did my first clerking job with you guys in law school.
Is that right?
My first clerking job. Yeah.
Wow. When was that?
My first year of law school. Hey, times have gone.
Well,
I'm trying to get back to the court report.
No, you're in the courtroom. You're fine.
I need to speak back with the probation lady.
Oh, Miss Brimich is in the courtroom.
Oh,
You're muted.
Can she hear me?
She's muted.
Oh,
I'm here. I'm sorry. I was just.
I need to speak back with you in a breakout room, please.
Okay, let's see.
Because Mr. Rosenthal has left. And
it was prosecutor Shannon Walker.
I know, I spoke with her, but she can't confirm what he said on the record.
Okay.
That's what I had wanted for you.
All right. Well, she wants us to join court breakout room number 4.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Mr. Mitchell, here's the quiz. What year were you there?
1980. When did I start? 86.
Okay.
1986, 87. Yeah.
Very good.
Because I graduated in 88. So it was around 85, 86. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, you guys are going strong back then.
Yes, we were.
Yeah. So is the judge taking a break or?
Yeah, I think she's waiting for everyone to get assembled. I have a trial coming up, but we're waiting for the officer, so.
The judge has been waiting on you all. The judge is not on the break. The judge is sitting on the bench waiting on y'all.
We here reminiscing.
I hear y'all, and y'all all on my live stream talking about is the judge on a break. Let me know when you all are ready.
I can't see you. Let's see. I'm ready, Judge, on Asbury. Let's see his face.
Good to myself. All right, very good. Let's do it. Are we ready on Mr. Asbury's case?
Yes, yes, Judge.
All right, turn them up for me. I have case number Z8087671 for the people. I thought Ms. Walker was on.
No, she was, Mr. Rosenthal was the prosecutor on this case, not Ms. Walker.
You muted, Judge.
And Mr. Rosenthal is no longer with
No, Ms. Walker is the supervisor. So, is Ms. Walker still on?
I don't think so.
If she's in the breakout room, Judge, I'm not certain. I don't see her.
Okay, can someone call her, please? Doesn't she need to be on for this one?
I don't think so.
Did you all have a conversation? Because if we're gonna deviate from the recommendations, then I'll need to have Ms. Walker.
Well, see,
So do I
the
need to
thing,
have her on?
there's an echo or something going on here. Do you guys hear that?
No, not on my end.
Okay, well, Yana, we took a plea. I don't know why I'm hearing an echo.
Yeah, we're not hearing an echo, but I did mute everybody. So maybe that'll help.
Yana, the Mr. Rosenthal, my client was charged with operating while visibly impaired. The probation officer prepared a recommendation based upon she thought the blood alcohol level was 0.13. They reduced this down because we're about to go to trial to reckless driving. The blood alcohol level that I just shared with Ms. Brimage was only 0.048. And Mr. Rosenthal, on the record, I don't know if the court recalls, said that he was not seeking probation, but you insisted on a PSI, and there was a little thing going.
Right. And I made it clear, counsel, that Mr. Rosenthal may not be seeking, but of course, this judge maintains discretion as to whether or not I place him on probation.
I realized that, and I originally had said, well, we're going to go to trial, but then I changed my mind and we went ahead with the plea, knowing that.
Okay.
So all I'm doing respectfully, because the PSI is not bad, actually it's quite favorable, indicated he has no criminal tendencies and that there's no alcohol issues. I would respectfully ask the court to simply assess a fine to Mr. Asbury.
Okay, that's a huge deviation from what probation has recommended. I need to hear from Ms. Walker.
And
Did you have a conversation with her, Mr. Attorney Mitchell?
Yes, but as I indicated, she was not part and parcel to the conversation that we had with Mr. Rosenthal. But I don't mind if she.
Yeah, but she was his supervisor, so he would not have been able to do anything without her approval. Yeah.
She did approve the reduction to reckless driving. Yes.
Yes, so that's why I want to talk to her about, there's a recommendation for me to deviate from the report from probation. Okay. And I need Ms. Walker to chime in on that.
I did let her know.
Okay, so the clerk has informed her. Hopefully she'll be coming on in just a second.
Not a problem.
All right.
That's fine.
All right. For Quintina Adams. Ms. Adams, if you could turn on your camera. I think I've sent out a permission or a request for you to turn it on. I'll do it again. If you could turn on your camera. I have for Ms. Adams, case number 15044111901. Ms. Adams, please state your full name. We didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
Tina Adams.
All right, thank you. For the people, Ms. Cole, is this your case? Is scheduled for trial?
Yes, I had me come back on the 28th case. I take it that was like 8 years ago.
Miss Adams, I'm speaking to the prosecutor. Ms. Cole, are you with us? I think you're muted. You might be in another courtroom.
I apologize there.
All right, Ms. Cole,
I believe this would be my case. It's from 2014, I see. And my usual, I was just trying to look at this. My usual discretion is to dismiss anything that's 7 years or older. But I do see it was scheduled for trial. I don't know if any officers have checked in on this.
No officers have checked in. Can you place your appearance on the record for me?
Yes, Your Honor. Call on behalf of the people, P31888.
All right, thank you. Ms. Cole, this matter was scheduled for 10:45 a.m. It is now 11:45 a.m. I have given the officer or officers ample time to appear. My clerk has informed me that no one has checked in. I'm calling in the courtroom if any officer has checked in on this particular case. I do not see any, and so Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I will entertain a motion.
Thank you, Judge. At this point in time, we would move to dismiss without prejudice. We realize that the matter could be brought back, although it is lengthy.
The people would have
All
no
right.
objection because I'm not prepared to move forward without a complaining witness.
Thank you. Then I am dismissing the matter without prejudice. Thank you, APA Cole. Thank you, Ms. Adams. Enjoy the
Your
rest of
Honor,
your day. Thank you, Mr. Fikens.
Your Honor,
Yes.
just one other matter. Because we took a plea on several traffic matters, I just wanted to remind Ms. Adams that, and this court was, and we thank the court for giving her extra time to make payment on all the other matters that she had. And I believe that was May 9th. And I just wanted to remind Ms. Adams of her obligation to make payment, because if not, we understand that this court's order generally is that all these matters, if they're left unpaid, all the matters, even the ones that dismissed, come back to haunt us.
I'm going to be paying.
It sounds like you said you're going to be paying that before then.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
5.
We thank the court.
Uh-oh.
Ms. Adams, you're breaking up. But if you can hear me, we thank the court for giving us that time to make payment. We thank Ms. Cole for understanding that, the prosecutor.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you all.
Have a
Thank
blessed
you, Judge.
day.
All right, you all do the same. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fikens. All right.
I can leave now.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I think you all are in good shape.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
So you don't have to staff with me today. Different court.
It's our loss, Your Honor.
We miss it. We're
sure.
gonna miss it, Judge. Thank you.
Yeah.
We love
All
you,
right.
Judge.
You all
We
be
love you,
safe.
Judge.
I love
Thank you.
y'all too. Yes, I
Thank
do.
you. And Ms.
All
Bremage,
right.
I want to say something, Ms. Bremage. Good luck, Ms. Bremage.
Yes. Good luck, Ms. Bremage.
We'll
We're
miss
sorry.
you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was muted and I had to thank y'all.
We'll miss
No,
you. We know
good
how we
working
feel
with you.
about you, Ms. Bremage.
I know.
All these years, Bremage. Yeah,
What'd you
we
say,
love
Mr. Fikens?
I said all these years we worked together. We just love you, Ms.
I
Bremage.
know. I love y'all
Sorry to see you
too.
go.
Thank
Mr.
y'all.
Fikens, you ran her out. After all these years, Ms. Bremage has had enough. And she said, I'm done with Attorney Fikens. I'm out of here.
I know. I feel bad about that.
I understand it.
Be safe, Ms. Bremage.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Take care, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right. All right, Miss Walker, here we are.
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Bremage has authored a report for sentencing recommendations. And Mr. Mitchell is indicating that when he spoke with Matt, which I made it clear on the record, he said that Mr. Rosenthal indicated that he was not recommending probation. I made it clear to the parties, probation, whether or not an individual is on probation, is at this court's discretion, not at the people's discretion. And so Mr. Attorney Mitchell is making a request to the court that completely deviates from what Ms. Bremage has found to be recommendations based on her interview with the defendant. And so I'm going to allow Mr. Mitchell to make the record, and then Ms. Walker, I need you to respond so I can make a decision. Attorney Mitchell?
Yes, first of all, Judge, the probation department made that recommendation based upon what she thought was a blood alcohol level of 0.13. Is that correct, Ms. Bremage?
That is correct, Attorney Mitchell, but you didn't get the whole report. So it was one other thing that the Secretary of State record shows that he had a offense on May 28th, 2009, operating with the presence of drugs in his system. So you didn't read the whole report, so I just wanted to put that on there also.
Well, we didn't talk about that in the breakout room, but
No.
I'm just saying that you had indicated that you thought his blood alcohol level when you made the recommendation was
Yes,
0.13, and now you found out it was only 0.04.
Correct.
Is that correct? Okay, that's I didn't trying to misconstrue anything that we talked about, because we never talked about what happened back 14 years ago. But okay, that's fine. Your Honor, as I indicated, the current charge now is reckless. That was negotiated with some time between myself and Mr. Rosenthal. He spoke with Ms. Walker about that in length, and Ms. Walker, I believe, agreed to that reduction. So I would just respectfully ask the court to make a determination as to the new charge, not the old charge, because the old charge is only 0.04, not 0.13 or something crazy. As I indicated, I would just respectfully ask the court just to sentence him, or to give a fine in relationship to the charge that he is facing, not the original charge. Yeah.
Okay, on behalf of the people, in response?
Yes, Judge Shannon Walker, P53794, on behalf of the people. I did agree with Mr. Rosenthal to amend this to reckless for reasons that are not important or that will be revealed in the sentencing. When we're looking at sentencing, Judge, it is our responsibility to ensure the protection of the community. And that being the case, as Ms. Brimage indicated, we have a prior offense that involved him driving with substances in his system. We also have a substance abuse evaluation that indicates that there could be problems with some substance abuse, which is indicated by the fact that he was positive in his urinalysis screen to the court. I would submit to the court that I believe that Ms. Brimage's evaluation and recommendation is correct, that I think this court should monitor this defendant. I think it should be for 12 months probation. I think we need to ensure that the community is protected during that 12 months and that he doesn't abuse any substance or use any substance and then drive. So I would concur with the probation department evaluation.
All right, Mr. Attorney Mitchell.
Yeah, I don't, it's how can I say it? What's the right word? It's baffling to me that they can continue with the same type of recommendation that if in fact he was found guilty of a drinking and driving offense. He was not. That is the exact same reason why I wanted to go ahead and go to trial, because I knew that this possibly was going to occur. Yeah, I would just leave it to, I've said my piece. The blood alcohol level was 0.04, and they're still indicating that he has a problem. The marijuana is legal now. He didn't make any kind of misrepresentation that he didn't smoke marijuana. It's legal. He's 40 years old. When he went to drop the other day for the probation, he told him he smokes marijuana. That's not, it's not a secret. He didn't commit an illegal act by doing that because it's legal now. I just think that they're asking for the same recommendation. So why offer the plea? Why offer the reduction if they're still going to try to penalize him the same?
Well, counsel, let me just say this to you. Ms. Brimage was brought in to do a PSI. And probation, that is the process. They bring them in to do a PSI, irrespective of whether the charge was OWI, drop down to crossing the street in the middle of the street, jaywalking. Ms. Brimage has to gather information and make recommendations based on a totality of the information that she's gathered. I don't just look at, okay, this was the charge, because then you're asking me to ignore the original charge, only look at the amended charge. And so if it's an amended charge, it can't, probation or my sentence can't look like anything that would be representative of the original charge. And counsel, that's just not something that doesn't add up for me. It just doesn't. I'm looking at the report that Ms. Brimage did and all of the things that were taken into consideration. And even when you look at the history that was given from SOS records and some other, the lien that was run, there were some things there that did cause me pause. Now, do I agree? Am I going to sentence him everything as indicated by Ms. Brimage? I was going to hear the parties on a couple of things. 12 months, I'd like to start off with looking at him for 6 months to see what he's doing, how he's doing, that kind of thing. Making sure he gets everything cleared up at 36th District Court. I read in her report, he has some outstanding things going on at 36th District Court. And that would give me a level of comfort that I am doing my due diligence to keep the public safe, which is part of my job, to make sure that when I'm sentencing, I'm taking into consideration not only the health, safety, and welfare of your client, but the public at large. And so to just say he's just going to pay fines because he went from an OWI to a reckless driving because now it's a new charge, that just doesn't add up for me. It just doesn't. When I have a whole report, it would be different if there was no report. If Ms. Brimage did not provide information on some of the things that she's provided, it would be totally different. But that's not the case here. I have that information.
I see that he owes the court $390. I saw that.
Yes, he does. And that's going to be a part of, and your client, listen, he's going to have 6 months. And that 6 months will go like that. And that's how we're going to do it. And as long as he's doing what he's supposed to do for that 6 month period, he's going to be just fine with Judge Holmes. If he's not, then we know we have a different kind of issue going on. And so that's what I'm going to do. I am going to place him on a 6 month, for now, 6 month probation, during which time, during the 6 months, he'll have time to pay out any outstanding fines and costs that he owes to 36th District Court. During that 6 months, sir, I am going to indicate to you no alcohol use because you are going to test. You are going to test. Now, this is what I'm going to do where your testing is concerned. And this is all going to be on you. I am going to have you do a random urinalysis 2 times per week for 90 days. Everything's good in those 90 days. I'm going to drop you down to 1 time per week random to finish out the next 3 months of your probation. Okay? So you're going to start off with 2 times a week, and then you're going to go down to 1. I understand that marijuana is legal. So is alcohol. You can't use, so I want to make sure we're clear. You cannot use alcohol while you are on probation. None means none. So don't do the drinks that say non-alcoholic beverage because people keep testing positive on those. Just want to let you know that folks test positive. So I'm telling you, don't do those drinks because you will test positive for some reason.
You understand that?
All right. So for some reason that's happening. All right. Now, you smoke marijuana. It's legal. That if that's what you want to do you have a medical marijuana card?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right. So do what your medical people made you believe you do. All right. And so now I'm going to also indicate for your probation, no use of any or possession of any illegal substances. I'm going to have you do the alcohol highway safety education level 1. I definitely want you to do that. I'm assessing a fine in the amount of $200. Your cost will be the $35 per month for probation oversight, okay? And then I am going to see you, I want to see you back in 30 days. Depends on how you do it. As long as you do it, everything that the court has ordered you to do, I may not see you back for another 45 days. Because I'm not trying to disrupt your life, but I do have to make sure, sir, that you're getting the message that the behavior that you engaged in, that it is in violation of the law. And so I have to get your attention. And hopefully if there are some issues going on, I'm going to keep you from making and being back before me or in a higher court 6 months, 6 years from now. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what I'm going to do. Any questions about that?
You got any questions, Arnold? And I'll explain it to him again, Judge, but thank you.
All right.
Do I
So
need to
I'm
come
gonna
back in
see
30
you-
days, Judge?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Do I need to come back in 30 days or he just gets on and take?
No, as long, now if he's having a problem, he may want to call you and let you know, but if he's doing what he's supposed to do, counsel, that's gonna go rather quickly. It's just a check-in with me.
Okay, because I can charge him more, let me know.
No, you don't want to do that. No, listen. So I'm gonna bring it back in 90 days. That will take us to, I'm just gonna go ahead and place it on April 28th. Does that work for the parties?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
And I'll bring you back at 10 o'clock a.m. and you can come back by way of Zoom. So you might need to get with Ms. Brimage so we can make sure that you're set up to do the 2 times random for the first 90 days. And then it'll be 1 time random as long as everything is good for the first 90 days.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay?
So,
So
Arnold,
we're in good shape?
Arnold,
Yes,
you
Your
need to
Honor.
call Miss Brimage, okay?
Okay, could I have her number one more time?
Here's my sentencing order.
313
You said 313
965
965
3418.
3418.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got it.
All right, thank you, everyone. Have a good day, Judge, and have a good day, Ms.
Okay,
Brimage.
thank you.
You too.
All right.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank you
Brimage.
all.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for your patience.
Your Honor.
You're very welcome, sir. I look forward to working with you. Thank you, Attorney Walker. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. I'm getting a lunch break today.
Yes.
All right, thank you. I think that ends the docket.
Yeah.
We have 1:30 staffing for mental health court and good. So Miss, you all are good. There is still someone in the courtroom, a Jill Perry. Miss Perry, was she here on a matter? I need you to call the courtroom, Miss Perry, at 965-2280. Miss Wilson, if you could place that in the breakout room for her. In the chat.
Hello.
Miss Perry, I need you to call the courtroom so we can find out where you're supposed to be, because my docket is over.
I was on the last case. You guys never asked me in. I was on the case that just was with the Miss Brimage.
Oh, I don't know who would have asked you.
Yeah, that when you guys first chimed me in, I showed you the letter for case number Z8.
No, not me. Hold on. Miss Perry, this is what I'm gonna have you do. Call my clerk, and then probably she needs to speak with the prosecutor.
Okay.
All right, so yes, it's 313.
Yes.
965.
Yes.
2280.
2280. That's 313-965-2280.
2280.
2280. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. That's it. Give Miss Mack a call. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.